spinning reel starts sounding like a coffee grinder mid-trip? Or worse, completely seize up while the bite is hot? Don't let salt, sand, and rookie mistakes ruin your gear or your next day. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Captain Kevin, and you might just learn something new here today. I wade fish the Texas coast. My reels get hammered by salt, spray, crashing waves, and everything in between. Over the years, I've dialed in a simple, effective routine to keep my spinning reels running smooth, trip after trip. Today, I'm breaking down the exact maintenance steps I follow. And trust me, it makes a difference. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a salty vet, these tips will extend the life of your gear and keep you fishing and not fixing. Let's get into it. Before you start, grab a small screwdriver, some Q-tips, a clean rag or towel, and some reel oil. Tip number 1, keep your reel dry. Are you wade fishing? Treat your reel like it's your oxygen mask. If it gets dunked, it's not instant death, but it's slow suffocation. Salt and grit will start grinding your internals until the reel locks up or loses smoothness. A beginner tip: when dealing with tangled line or unhooking a big fish, tuck that rod under your arm or hand it to a friend while you deal with the issue. Dunking reels is the #1 rookie mistake I see on the water. Tip number 2, remove the reel at the end of your trips. After fishing, take all the lures and tackle off your line and remove the reel from the rod. Reel up any slack, line, and clip it into the clip or put a rubber band around the line on the spool. Removing the reel prevents long-term corrosion at the reel seat and keeps your reel safe when you're transporting it. Tip number 3, use a light mist of reel cleaner or a spray bottle with distilled water and wipe down your reel with a towel. Don't use city water. City water contains chlorine, and chlorine equals corrosion over time, just like salt. So once you've taken it off the reel, you'll spray it down with your reel cleaner and then take a rag and wipe it. Tip number 4, never hose it down. Spraying it with a garden hose with city chlorinated water forces chlorine, salt, grit deeper into your reel's internals. You're doing more harm than good. Tip number 5, don't soak it in the sink. Submerging can force chlorinated water into the drag system and gears. Tip number 6, oil the main shaft by removing the spool and unscrewing the drag knob until it comes up. And when you take this off, depending on the spinning reel you've got, sometimes there's a couple washers that may come off the top of this. This one does not have it. You can set that bail aside. And then what I like to do is reel this up so that it's totally up at the top. Let's see, right about there. And then you're gonna take, I use this Speedex oil. Get it from Tackle Town down in Rockport, Texas, and put a couple dabs of oil on the rod that comes up out of the middle of the reel. Reel that so that gets oiled good, and then we'll put the top back on. The other thing I do is I'll look inside the top of this and I'll clean this out. If there's any sign of salt water that's gotten in here, you can spray this down and clean it out. You can also put a dab or 2 of oil in here. Now we're going to put the drag back on the top. I don't recommend you crank it all the way down. Leave it loose because those washers in there will get compressed if you leave it tight all the time. So you just got to remember that next time you take it out, that you want to tighten that drag down to what you want it to be when you're out fishing. The next point we want to oil is these 2 connections where the bail lever goes back and forth. And I'll just put a dab of oil on each of these so it goes down in. And I recommend, if you know this reel's been dunked, if it actually went under the water, take your screwdriver and loosen up that screw there and pull these parts out a little bit and get that oil in there and make sure that it's fully oiled in that area. Tip number 9, oil the handle knob. Add oil to where the handle spins. Keep things smooth and silent. The next thing to do is to remove the entire handle. So this one has a bolt that goes all the way through it. So I got to unscrew this side and pull the bolt out because it is holding the other side of the handle. So this has been oiled. I can see the oil on it. This part in here, this is another place that you want to add oil into because this is always moving in here. Okay. Next place to oil is on both sides of the handle. So I put oil on this side, and then I put oil on this side. And then I will put the bolt back in the side with the handle back in. And this one, you actually screw this back in to secure the handle. So now that is really smooth now running. Tip number 11, oil the reel seat just a drop, especially if you store the reel on the rod for an extended period. It helps prevent corrosion. Tip 12 is to get professional service when your reel needs it. If it's still grinding after you've done all these steps, get it professionally serviced. I recommend Papa Chop's Reel Repair in Austin, and I'll drop his info in the video description. Sometimes you just need a bearing swapped out or a deep clean. Check with the company to make sure they service your make and model of the spinning reel. Most likely, they're not going to touch a $30 Walmart special. Tip number 13, prepare for storage. Loosen the handle and fold it in, and you're ready for storage or next travel. This is my reel storage box. This is what I travel with. Whenever I go to the coast, I take 2 reels with me. I take a primary and I take a backup with me. And to get both of those reels in the box, I will loosen the handle so that the handle bends in. It's not sticking out on the side. It gives you a little bit more room when you put it in the box, like so. And then this one, this reel, this is a Penn Battle reel. It just unscrews with the handle. You unscrew it and tip it in, and then you put it in the box. So now you've got both of the reels in the box. Tip number 14, loosen your drag after each trip. Don't store your reel with the drag cranked down. It compresses the drag washers over time and weakens them. Tip number 15, use a reel cover, a sock, or a towel around your reel in storage. It protects your reel from knocks, dust, and you'll know you have a clean reel next time you go to use it. Wrap a towel around your reels. So I may take a box, for offshore fishing that I take, 10 different reels with me. I'll wrap them up in a rag like this and put them in, my big box that I've got all my reels in, just to keep them from, knocking each other and, keeps them a little bit safer. Tip number 16, label your maintenance date. Use a small tag or a piece of painter's tape with the last maintenance date. It helps track when oiling or servicing was last done. So today is 7/14/25. So we'll write that on some blue painter's tape. And I will put that little tag here on my reel so that I know that that's when I did the last maintenance on this reel. And and cleaned it up. So there I wrap it and put it in my travel box for safe travels. We'll put the screwdriver in there. I'll keep my reel wash in another bigger box that I've got so it doesn't tip over. But again, there's my reels, and that's how I travel. Tip number 17, take your reel cleaning kit on every trip. Your Q-tips, your tiny screwdriver, your oil, your microfiber cloth, your reel cleaner, and you'll thank yourself every time you hit the water with a smooth running reel. If you treat your gear right, it'll return the favor. Just a little care after each trip can add years to your reel's life and keep it running like new. But don't stop here. Want to see the exact line and reel combos I use for different types of fishing? Check out that video here. And if you're still making spinning rod mistakes that cost you fish, watch this video next. Tight lines and we'll catch you out there on the water.